And hello everyone, this is Dubious Physics coming to you from Satisfactory, otherwise known as Why Do I Not Have Modular Frame Production Anywhere Simulator. It is good to see you folks. I need to upgrade all these conveyor belts to Mark IIIs at some point, and, well, this game's a good time. Okay, I believe last time round I just got steel production online and together first hypertube, which is a big step. I now probably finally not constantly falling to my death here, so that's a thing. It's good to have stable power and stuff as well. And I was just working on getting vehicle automation online to ferry Caterium back to the factory, so that can be worked on. Although, I'm half wondering if I want to wait on that actually, because we are recently announced. I didn't quite check how long ago it was. One of the big things coming in update 5 for Satisfactory, coming soon-ish, TM, is touch-ups to vehicle automation and kind of fixing a lot of issues. Got a lot of the common issues with vehicle pathing and such. But I might be interested in seeing how that handles anyway. But well, I'll get the modular frames in order, and first order of business is to ride this. Whee! I am very glad to have this up and running finally. Ah, excellent. Alright. Oh, excellent. I have the smart splitter online. That's good. That is very good. I no longer have to siphon off exact portions. Or manually tune these. Do I have this machine on at the moment? No, it's standing by. Okay, I can tweak that in just a few moments. I want to check how the concrete and excess material feed is going. Also, if there's this. Okay, I am very fortunate that these power lines are not clipping through places at the moment, although that may change because the higher grade power poles are taller. So I need to bear that in mind. Alright. Conveyor belt Mark IIIs I can make with plain steel beams. I'm sure I'll be able to get an excess of those. I think that was one of my limiters on production here, was it not? Is I'm putting out, it's 120 iron ore a minute. Feeding 120 coal a minute as well. Ah, but it's just the draw on there. Now what was I? Oh, right. Where I wasn't one of the smelters is down spec'd. Underclocked. That's the term we're using. That is fine. top up a stack of industrial beams, and I'll get myself a stack of steel beams as well. That way I can build conveyor belt Mark IIIs as they become necessary. Right. And I just tried to Titanfall double jump. I'm sure that won't. I'm sure a lack of full damage in Titanfall won't bite me in the butt time the stream. Okay, so how is this going to be arranged? Well, now I want to rotate this this awesome sink if at all possible. I want to put it facing here and essentially have this be a smart splitter, and basically everything possible gets funneled into the storage container, and if the storage container can't fit it, then it gets put out into the awesome sink. That eliminates the need to have a deactivated awesome sink gating this. So let's pull down the awesome sink and this conveyor belt here. Now can I make, I believe I got the ability to make industrial storages, yes. And I have the steel beams to make it. So do I have the room to make an industrial storage? The main thing here. In fact, I can actually simplify this whole array. Now that I'm not splitting off 10 iron plates exactly. I can both simplify and complicate, since I am turning it into electronics, this whole array here, this whole deal. I don't have to, but I'm gonna honor my instincts and replace that with a direct conveyor. This is one merger, and I need to squeeze in a smart splitter here. What does a smart splitter need? I need an AI limiter. A smart splitter. Give me an AI limiter. Oh, I can actually tweak the to-do list. And hey, Navillion, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. This factory makes, on average, not enough Satis. That's going to be my official measurement. Right, I need to figure out the recipe for an AI limiter. I'm pretty sure I can just make them when they're needed for the research. Okay, I need to make quick wire. So I need 15 more with quick wire. Which means I need 3 Caterium ingots. Did I store some Caterium ore in here? Yes, I think I can make Caterium ingots if yeah, I can, okay. Not enough space in inventory. Right, I am going to temporarily put away these modular frames. Okay, Caterium ingots, I need 3 of them. There we go. Put the Caterium ore back in storage for now until I have production, and then I can make the quick wire. One AI limiter, and that gets me a single smart splitter. Right. And input for this. There we go. That's the correct input for the smart splitter. This is a throughput of below 60, so conveyor mark 1s are fine. And center output is a star, which also means any undefined, and I believe left output is what I need for overflow. And let's link up the overflow now. That should do it. Excellent, so we've got automatic feeding for the overflow from that. Do I want to double up the I guess the next question is, do I want to double up the system? Because I'm already using a smart splitter for overflow here. That's what I could do. No, like the whole point of this is to avoid exact measures in case the thing backs up, so I need another smart splitter, which means I need more Caterium. Okay. Another smart splitter. Getting access to smart splitters is going to make me very busy, apparently. Curse intelligence. I'm gonna want probably at least I'm wondering if I want consolidated storage. Thank you, Novelia. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm gonna consolidate storage at the other end, so no more than. You know what? I need quick wire. So just make a bunch of quick wire, and I'll make smart splitters as need be. Okay, that's enough. That now make all the quick wire I can out of that. Put the rest of the ore into storage. I appreciate the suffering from success, Novillian. I'm actually not sure what the origin of that meme is. Heard it around a bunch. No idea where it's from. Okay, so one smart splitter off here to siphon off when I'm maxing out iron plate production, and then this I'm gonna want this to be a smart splitter. Primarily, it's gonna feed through into the storage container, which is going to be an industrial storage container. I'm going to need a personal chest. Now, do I have a here? Oh, personal storage box, that's what they call it. Fair enough. And I am going to need to store a lot of iron plates. Gonna break this down. Some limestone as well. Apparently I did not store enough iron plates. Okay. And right, I have a shortcut for that I can use. Industrial storage. Ready to go. Actually, I can delete this conveyor. We'll put the smart splitter in place. Input on that end. I forgot to actually make the AI limiter. And thank you, Navillian, for informing me it's apparently an album title. Good to know. AI limiter. Thank you. I know I want at least one more of those. Okay. Smart splitter set. It's the correct orientation, I believe. I may need to redo the conveyor to feed into it. And this time, right side output is overflow. Right, go ahead and plonk down industrial storage. When you really, really need iron plates, I guess. Gotta hook those two both up again. And yeah, iron plates going in here. Once more. Excellent. Get me the iron plates from this box, please. I need a bunch to go into this storage. More iron plates from the box. More into the storage. And I can put down storage box. There we go. I have iron plate storage now. I'm the AI limiter. I think it's mostly just a thematic thing. I don't definitively know the lore behind the exact function of the AI limiter. But it's used as a computing component. Like it's used in most of the things that that have computers that compute things use the AI limiter. I'm just gonna toss out this limestone, otherwise it's just gonna sit in my inventory forever. Honestly, as a programmer, I'm just gonna assume it's a fancy name for, like, it just counts things. It can. Like, I mean, it fits in with it being used in smart splitters and stuff. It just counts numbers. That's gonna be my headcanon for it for now. It counts numbers. Nothing really fancy about artificial intelligence. Right. What am I gonna? Oh yeah, I need the sink, please. Thank you. Which side is the input on? That is the side with the input on it. Need it to kind of tuck into the back here. Yeah, I think that works. And the other benefit to the adjusted positioning is it no longer clips into the freaking cliff side. So I'll take it. Unfortunate. No, I did not mean to go into the tube. Fortunately, you can reverse direction on these things. Yeah, unfortunately, this means I will need another power line to not clip into, you know, to not have it, clip through the, thing. That's okay, though, not the worst. Having more power hookups available isn't a bad thing. Okay, let's rig up the overflow. I think that should be correct. Yeah. Didn't need to handle throughput of more than 60 a minute right now. But once that fills up with iron plates, the excess will feed into the awesome sink. it's not actually critical for these production lines right now, but in the future, for multiple production lines that actually have multiple outputs, sinks are actually really important to keep those lines running, because having having one of the outputs back up will stop production entirely, and so having a sink to take any overflow is actually pretty important functionally as well. I imagine reversing direct. I mean, let me see how exactly it animates. So you kinda. You kind of just dive in the airflow. I'm not exactly sure how it's meant to work functionally, or like how it's meant to work stylistically, how it's meant to work in universe, I guess. But visually, you just kind of reverse direction. Functionally, it just prevents you from getting pulled into a tube and sitting for a 6-hour ride by accident. So that's a thing. You do ball up a bit, I suppose. Okay, a lot of these systems are backed up. That's fine, though. I could be feeding them into sinks, but I don't really need that right now. Okay, what I'm probably going to do here is I'm going to consolidate a lot of the overflow output. A lot of, like, I'm probably going to... I do kind of want to separate it out. For the purposes of neatness, but at the same time, it's not really. The game systems allow in-container organization well enough that I don't think mixing containers is a huge issue for now. At least not storage and containers. If there's a container that I plan to pull stuff out of, that would be a concern. But yeah. Also, just a little aside regarding the AI limiter thing. Yeah, that's how it's generally. I believe that's how it's generally. I believe that is the trope they're going for. But I don't know the function, as I keep saying. Okay, so all these copper products will have one overflow bin, and then the excess from that overflow bin can feed into the sink. Now that I have a smart splitter. So that means I am going to need to pull these storages down. Well, let me pull these conveyors down first. Do I have inventory space? For now I do. Okay, so that's a Mark II, right? Mark 1? Interesting. Right, so we are outputting 1, 2, 3, 4 machines worth of so that is yeah, 120 copper cables, and then we're putting out 60 copper wire. Things. And I want to merge that with the output of this conveyor as well. I'm gonna need a freaking industrial storage container just to act as a temporary holding chest for these things. Gonna put that down there then first. Hold a few things for me, industrial storage container. This is a temporary freaking storage chest. Right, pull this down. And the conveyor belt. Please hold some of this wire. Please hold some more of this wire. Thank you. Okay. So this is a plain half splitter, which is fine. That's how much cable that machine needs. Copper sheet production feeds through there. Let's stop the input for a bit as well. Right. Please store my concrete as well. Industrial storage container. Did I had enough inventory space for it all. Okay. So this merger, 30, 30, 30, 30. So it's 100 and... Hang on. It merges 30 cables a minute with, 40... Hang on. 30. Okay, so 30 copper sheets a minute coming out here, 30 cables a minute for a total of 60 items a minute. We're feeding to a merger over here, so it's pretty much fine. Oh, I need concrete. Get me 1 stack of concrete, please. Thank you. Boop. Boop. Okay. That was actually not quite where I needed it. I need a merger here. Outputs on that side. Let's pull this pole down and the conveyor again, because I need to adjust that. Okay. I can place the belt now over here. And this... Okay, we've got 120 copper wire minute coming in to this, and then splitting out off 60 of that, so this could be a Mark 1 feeding in there, and a Mark, we've got 60 feeding out there, so it's 120 will be going into a smart splitter. Over here, I can pull down this merger. And let's line up a storage container. Right at the edge. Yes, that's actually the primary purpose of this all. Is to feed the storage container so I can grab mostly so I can grab production materials from it when I need to. Let's see, 120 minute coming through here. Let's put a smart splitter over here. Hang on, let me actually get that set up. A smart splitter input over on my right. Sensor outputs main output, right side output for overflow. And oop, that's not the button I want. Okay, there we go. Conveyor belt Mark II coming in here, which means the output can only ever will be within the realm of a Mark II. The music for Satisfactory is really good. I appreciate it greatly. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one as well, for what it is worth. Okay, so let's line this up and get the Mark II hooked up. Overflow. sink is running any okay, cool. And now for the rest of the awkwardness, let's start transferring stuff into the storage container. Copper cables, copper sheets, and copper wire. Copper... Why do I have coal on me? Copper cables, copper sheets, copper wire. Okay, that's a reasonable amount of the various materials there. In one industrial storage container. And we can break down this other one. There we go. I should probably take at least a stack of cables and copper sheets. I may need more in the future. Now this should quickly get to overflow point. It's not all neatly sequenced and organized because of the nature of the feed, but I don't believe it strictly needs to be, so that should be okay. Right, next order of business for me is, well, checking how our iron plate storage is going well. Technically it would be more efficient to process the iron plates into something else, I guess, but that's alright. Because technically if I'm going for the fix-it sink points, then I want to be feeding in the more heavily processed something is, the more valuable it is, but it's not really my focus at the moment. Okay, now that I have steel production going online, I can make explosives. That's an important order of business. Let me get the object scanners I need. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 object scanners. I'm just gonna leave the truck stations on my to-do list for a while. Make a bunch of beacons. Funny you should say that, Navillion, because walls are a thing. Like I have bought access to most of the wall stuff is actually bought from the Fix-It Sync system. I've bought a few of the walls, and well, I have access to a few of the basic walls as well. They're actually really important for verticality, which is very useful in factory building later on. But I don't know, walls, just when you don't need them yet, walls make everything less convenient. And I feel like that could be a catchphrase somewhere. But yes, walls are absolutely a thing here. I just haven't bothered making them yet. Okay, make one more object scanner. That's enough object scanners. And I can start the research for detonator system. And then I'm going to need 100 black powder, which means I'll probably need to go and get some well, that's partly why I had coal on me, I guess. How much coal do I actually have? Okay, I can get 100 sulfur to make 100 black powder. Let me just go and dig 100 coal out of our system. But yeah, when I start building multiple floors, I'll definitely want to put walls in. But before then, it just makes it harder to move around. When you've got all this fancier, when I've got the blade runners and you've got Blade Runners and jetpacks and all that, it just it feels worse, basically. As both of my awesome things are poking all the way up into the sky. Okay. Well, these should be working at, machines should all be working at full capacity now, at least. Now that they're able to feed into a nice big storage, and then the overflows being taken care of. Now, I'm not super fussed about everything working at full capacity all the time, but it's nice. It's nice to have. Let's go get that, I will make the black powder. Because explosives are important. And holy crap, am I carrying a lot of concrete. Oh shoot, I need more sulfur. I may actually need to go, find where I had the sulfur mining. Okay, I am going to need 100 more sulfur. Where was the sulfur? Sulfur climb. That bodes poorly. That bodes poorly indeed for the convenience of obtaining sulfur. Well, let's go. I should indeed be very heavy right now, Avillion. Thanks for remarking on my way. Yes. I'm sure that was meant as complimentary. Up the tubes we go. Whoop. Oh, I remember the sulfur climb. Right, there was stuff that tried to kill me, and it was quite successful. We have one more pure coal node there. It was quite, but not 100% successful. So I guess that actually means unsuccessful, but still. Yes, the sulfur climb. I believe I set up a zip line so it's more manageable. There's also poison here. That's not great. Oh, hello, friend. Yes, the poisonous sulfur climb of death. I kind of wish there was a way to remove the permanent poison areas, but it is what it is. And I suppose that would kind of defeat the point of it. It would kind of defeat the point of their existence to an extent. Then again, there are plenty of other hazards that you can permanently remove. Oh, yeah, there's someone not happy with me. Okay, the sulfur... Ah, here it is. Zip line it up. Oh, come on, up. Get me up before the poison wakes up, please. Hi. Yes, I remember this area. Okay, let me quickly grab the contents of these miners. And now I'm leaving. Bye. Let's go. Thank you for not murdering me, poison area. Sorry, I like how we're going, you know, this is a horrific poison area of pain and death, and you are remarking on how beautiful it is, which is, it is beautiful. Painful, toxic, and deadly, but also beautiful. more pale berries. They're actually they're real handy for making medicine, and I'm often short on them because the area I sit. Oh, a lizard dog! Hang on a moment. Lizard doggo, come back, doggo. Where did you go? Okay, I don't know where it went, and this game does not have proper swimming mechanics yet. Hopefully we run into it again. I'm just gonna run around the edge. Let's see if I can find lizard doggo friend. Lizard doggo friend? Doggo lizard friend? Oh, there you are! Hey! Unfortunately, I don't think it's working correctly because we're in the water. But let me catch up. Let me catch up to you. The pets have been... Okay. Oh shoot, we're on top of poison. There's a doggo. Quick before it poison. Come. Ow, 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 ow. They like pale berries, I think, but it's... I don't know if that was I don't know. I've never actually made friends with one properly before. I know you use pale berries for it, but I don't know beyond that. So, ah well. Hopefully that one enjoyed the pets. I'm pretty sure the lizard doggos do not have to care about the poison. There. Oh, but radiation. Right. Yes, I built in a very safe location here. But yeah, lizard doggo's probably gonna be okay. Let's head downstairs again. Hopefully I can automate some of the resourcing there at some in the future. For now, let's make the rest of the black powder. And while I'm at it, I should make these modular frames that have been on my to-do list for so long. And maybe manually make some reinforced iron plates while I'm at it. Since I have so many iron plates and screws in my inventory. Okay, I need to make another 19 modular frames and then 4 more reinforced iron plates on top of that. And I kind of want to use up the screws in my inventory, which is why I'm doing this method. I'm glad you enjoy Lizard Doggo, Nevillian. I should hang out with them more for you. Okay, let's make these modular frames. At some point I should rig up modular frame production. At some point. I think screws are used directly in some assembly, like in some construction, which is why I carry them around. It is kind of bothersome having to carry them around though. craft. There we go. That's enough for the to-do list. I do need to grab more cables at some point. Now, I can now make a detonator. Excellent. And detonator, however, is not going to be much use without explosives. There we go. Ooh, inventory space and tool belt. Well, I'm going to want to consider making more black powder at some point. But for now, explosives, explosives. Alright, where's the detonator? Detonator. Okay, I need a bunch more object scanners. Which means I need a bunch more reinforced iron plate. Okay, I'm gonna pull a couple stacks of reinforced iron plate from here. One stack. That's rotor production. There's reinforced iron plate production. And 2 stacks. Reinforced iron plate. And what else was I... Cables. I'll go grab them from down here. Whee! I do love the Blade Runners. I see storage is full. Let's get 2 stacks of cable. Right. And back to the equipment workshop. Gonna need a... I kind of want to carry around an actual object scanner to use it as an object scanner, but I should also make a few beacons. Okay. How many object scanner? Yeah, I've got 5. I need 1 more object scanner. Oh, well, what's going on? I should put these in my inventory. Okay, so not in that personal storage box. Let's make 1 more object scanner, and then I'll make a detonator. And now I can make explosives. Obelisk. It takes steel pipe and I'm also going to need some coal and sulfur. So that's potentially one of the reasons why I was... Right, I just need some black powder. Where is the Caterium ore? Okay, I did get some extra sulfur, didn't I? Like, I'm pretty sure I grabbed more sulfur than I need. Yeah, I did, cool. And let's get some coal out of the backed up line here. Vroom. Grab it out of this machine. It should hopefully be enough. And time to make some black powder. May as well just use the full stack. And I guess I'll chuck the coal in storage in case I need more. And I'll finally be able to sort out a few things once I have explosives made. Okay, let's make some Obelisk. Explosives are unironically useful for a bunch of things in this game. Oh, let me actually, in reference to one of your earlier questions, Novillian, let me actually read. Let's see, what does the in-game description of the AI limiter say? Is there? Okay, AI limiters are super advanced electronics that are used to control AIs and keep them from evolving in malicious ways. At least that is what the game claims. So apparently that is a thing that we are doing. Still haven't filled up that iron plate controller. And yeah, I mean that is the trope they were going for. I'll pop this coal back into storage. And with that truck station and tractor stuff still on my to-do, well, let's test it out on a smaller scale here. So let's equip the detonator. Loading. Up. Okay, can I pick that back up? No, I can't. Fire in the hole! Hopefully I can properly clear these rocks. I forget, I don't think this actually works on enemies. And I forget. Fire in the hole! Yes! We could be able to get rid of those rocks. Fantastic. I can finally fill in this hole! It's been here all this time. And now for the more important version of that, we take the ride upstairs. You have given me the means to make things marginally more flat, which I will probably abuse to some extent. Okay. So, my power array, while functional, has been incomplete for the longest time because we are missing basically one pure coal node, or any combo of coal nodes. Basically 120 coal feeds, combined with 3 water extractors. Feed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power plants. So because of these rocks, it's been incomplete for the longest time. Fire in the hole. Let me pick up that power slug. That's good. Now, for the moment of truth, I may still not be able to build over this. If I can't build over this, that's a big problem for me. Let me try that again. It is indeed a slug of power. Okay, looks like that did something. Up. Boop. That did something as well. Okay, that seems to have worked. I am very fortunate that seems to have worked. I really should have spec'd out the distances for these more carefully to start with. But, well, it's coming together now. So I have these every 2 generators, and they connect to, yeah, power line can connect like that. That generator is hooked up power line wise. I should do pipe hookups momentarily. Just gonna break things for a bit, but this isn't Factorio. We're not all going to die horribly if the power goes off for a bit. Okay, I believe that's lined correctly. Yeah, that looks like it. Pipeline Mark 1, Mark 1, Mark 1. Okay, fluid loop is set. Once again, be able to get these water extractors moving at maximum capacity soon. Okay, cool. We filled those up. Some of them are going to start slowing down now that the coal's filled up. Right, now for the coal feed, which may be a little tricky. But, well, this part's going to work fine. Yeah, I have to throw the splitter down here. Like that. And okay, that's the correct feed angle. By the way, I'm gonna have to pull down the base splitters. Takes 45 coal. I believe it's 45 coal a minute. Let me just check that. 15 coal a minute. So yeah, it's easily easily covered by one yeah, like one, and let's get the feed hooked up. Up, come on. With my patented, only slightly overcomplicated staircase setup. Staircase feed. Okay, so that feeds down to let me try and remember what's doing here, but yeah, okay, I need to set up 1, 2, 3 right after the splitter here. That's too close. It's the next one over. 2, 3. And that's all I need really. So a Mark 1 comes down here and feeds into the... Oh, I offset this by 1. I'm doing great at this. Okay, that's the correct positioning. Dismantle the conveyor belts, please, not the coal plant. Okay, let's hook up the rest of this coal feed. I could technically cut the height of this a bunch by doing a bunch of the splitting later on. But I like the neatness of the staircase array and the immediateness of the feed. That's a bad place to fall. Okay, that's better. I'm glad you approve of the factoriness of the look, Villian. Okay, one more stack. Conveyor pole there. Hook up the Mark 1. 15. Like what I could probably do is halve the number of stacks needed. So I'd run I could run the conveyors in twos. Or like double the amount per conveyor and have one splitter feed to power plants. Might be something to consider in the future. Anyway, let's watch this coal get fed. It might take a while. Just ride the conveyor belt with it. We're finally fully utilizing the output of one of our coal miners. No. And that's I'm probably gonna stop there. I hope we have adequate filtration on those smokestacks. Please keep your hands and feet inside the ride at all times. Thank you, Evelyn. Okay, this should also smooth out the input appearance from everything else. Bonk. There's the coal going in the splitter. That should be heading down the elevator. And the coal generator is firing up. Excellent. And those water extractors should need to run at full capacity soon. Go. Power array number 1 finally technically complete, thanks to the joyous magic of explosives. That should be a nicely spaced out coal feed for each line now. Now let me see if I can verify that on the ladders. Some of them are still backed up because of the imperfect splitting. But it should look a lot more even soon enough. Let me check the power array output. Our main power grid should now be running with 7 power plants worth of production. Yep, that's about correct. 1 power plant is dedicated fixed to powering the coal miner and three of the extractors. Yeah, the day is indeed saved thanks to blowing stuff up. Right, back downstairs. Whee! Bloop. Okay, any further research projects they want to prioritize? Oh, well, I do want... Okay, I'm going to need more black powder. I should double check on on whether I have any quartz in here. Yes, I do have some quartz in here. I can probably plug that in for research as well. Quartz, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna need more quartz than that for the research. Okay. Well, I'll process the quartz we have. There are some uses for raw quartz rather than quartz crystals, so I shouldn't convert absolutely everything. Okay, made 60 quartz crystal. The research needs 100. Do I have enough quartz? I do not have enough raw quartz to make enough to do the research. It's fine. Let's grab what coal and sulfur I can. How much black powder can I make right now? 5. That's not enough black powder. I am going to need more sulfur. That's fair enough. I wonder if I want to set up an overflow output down here as well. Now that I've got this up and running, encased industrial beams. I mean, I guess I'm deliberately using the gating on this to give me a place to grab steel beams from. So maybe not right now. We'll fill up my stacks of steel beams and steel pipes and encased industrial beams. That'll get this all rolling again for a little bit. I could make a lot of fixed output points here, but I'm not focusing on that at the moment. Besides, this overflow is contributing plenty. Right, back upstairs because I need to go grab some sulfur. Let's back to the death place. Now I do need to make a policy decision here, if chat wants to pitch in at all. Do I clear the poison creatures? Because there is some poison that I can clear, and poison is very dangerous. And now that I have explosives, I can mitigate that danger. But should I just leave it and just flail around frantically whenever poison is present? So that is a possibility. Ooh, paleberry. Ooh, accidentally picked up leaves. That's fine. Oh, hang on. Paleberry, paleberry, paleberry. I spy a friend. how do I give it to them? I honestly don't know how to give the lizard doggo pale berry. Oh well, back to words. That was apparently a floating mushroom. Back to words, the sulfur climb, as I have apparently named it. So that's a permanent poison area. It's not to say it's fixed in place, because poison in this game does shift with the wind, I believe, which makes it even more dangerous. Fun times. So the climb was somewhere out past this way. Yeah, here it is. Up. Swoop. Let's get this back on the equipment again. Okay. You. Poison asshole. Up. I am not quite tall enough for the ride. Up. Come on, up. There we go. Definitely want to clear the ones directly next to the sulfur. Ow. And you as well. Please stop. Okay. That's a good amount of sulfur for now, hopefully. Let's go. No, come on. There we go. Whoop. That was not a great point to disconnect. Okay. I have an excuse to use an inhaler, I guess. Or good reason to use an inhaler. It's not being half dead. I guess it would be disingenuous to categorize as an excuse. But, you know, capitalism. Can I once again attempt to befriend Lizard Doggo on the way through here? I'm apparently stuck on leaves, okay. Hey friend. Can I put that on the... Oh, I can put it on the ground. Does that help? Lizard Doggo. Lizard Doggo. Come here, friend. Pale berries. Oh, that's how you do it. They're a friend now. Amazing. Oh, poison plant leaving. Okay. They have been befriended. Now onward. Need more pale berries. Radiation. More of the usual. Zoom zoom up. Okay, I need to make lots of black powder. 25, 26. Oh, and I should turn that slug into a power shard as well. Which I hope makes them happy and not isn't like imprisoning them forever. Although I have my suspicions there. Well, that's enough black powder for one of the research points. So this one, yeah, this is the one for +6 inventory slots. May as well get that started. Scanning all that black powder. Then I need 100 for the other one. Which means I actually don't have enough sulfur on me, which is unfortunate. Alien carapace, just get those in storage. I'll grab some more coal at some point. Probably I'll grab it when I next go to get the sulfur. No point in having inventory stuff taken up, space taken up before then. And let's process these leaves. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong machine. Dang it. This one was the wood machine. You know what? It's probably actually gonna be easier just to set this to leaves. Than to try and pick them up off the... Okay, yeah, then I can grab them from this and switch it back. Switch it back to wood. And put the wood in the thing. Put the leaves in this one. There we go. How are the solid biomass? Or solid bio... Yeah, that's a good enough solid biofuel reserve for now. It's completely fine. So I don't especially need it for anything. Do I want to go grab the sulfur right now? I'll go grab the sulfur right now. More black powder. I should probably rig something to collect the sulfur, but I don't immediately want to. Not until I've got trains up and running, I think. And that's gonna be a while. Hup. Okay. Out I go. Onward to the sulfur climb, and we can maybe swing... maybe Lizard Doggo can find us again. I think it does try to follow you. Hello, bird. I don't know how determined they are to try and follow you. Hopefully they're having a ball of a time. Okay, that the previous MAM research is complete. I shouldn't be going through that way. Dum-dum. One thing I didn't, as an aside, one thing I didn't realize about your sea monkey friends in Subnautica Below Zero, is they will actually they sometimes bring you arbitrary items, and those items I learned a bit ago, they're actually based on, they will prioritize items that are needed for your pinned recipes. So if you pin a recipe, they're much more likely to bring you stuff that's needed for that recipe. I don't think that applies to lizard doggos, but it's a neat thing. Also, I missed the hop again. Maybe I should make this a hypertube, but then I'd have to rig power to it. And at which point I may as well make it a dedicated mining setup, rather than having to walk up here to get a thing. Oh, you're here again. Don't want any trouble, buddy. Ignore the fact that I'm carrying explosives, I don't want any trouble. Whee! Yep. That was, once again, a bad point to miss the jump. Zoom, zoom. Oh! Hey, friend! Hi! You haven't found anything, but can I give you a pale berry? I am not currently carrying a pale berry. But I kind of wish there was a just pet button. Oh, oh, I see. That is the pet button still. Okay. You have been pet. Thank you, friend. Onward. I appreciate the extra programmer heart, Navillion. Apparently there's company here. Leaving. Somewhat reluctantly. You know I will harvest your organs. They're actually very useful for things, so don't make me don't make me wish I was harvesting your organs. I'm not really sure where I'm going with that statement, but let's go in somewhere. Whee! Yep. Okay. Those iron plate machines working steadily. And I have more inventory space now. Okay, one more slot for hand equipment. Which I will need. I kind of wish I could open this from the craft bench as well, but black powder. There we go. Oh, I need to grab the coal for that. Did I store any here? Don't think I did. Let's just grab coal in a batch from its endpoint. One stack of that for now, and I should fill up on steel beams. If I really need to do a lot of steel construction, which I may need to soonish, I should actually be a little more aggressive about the throughput there, but for now I don't think it's strictly necessary. Don't bother too much about it. Let's make some black powder. I think I should be able to make the 100 with a bit of sulfur left over even. An extra hand equipment slot will be handy. Actually used to only having 4 when I'm playing, so I'm not sure what I've been missing historically in that regard. But anyway, there we go. Expanded tool belt. I should consider getting some more quartz at some point. May as well try and get that research done. What research have I not? Okay, Caterium, okay, that all needs plastic. The power switches don't, but that requires a stack of AI limiters. And that's pretty fancy stuff. I don't particularly want to research the rebar gun, but I could research the rebar gun and firearms as well. I don't have the prerequisite stuff ready for firearms production. I don't have that much in the way of circuit boards or stuff, so I'll leave that off for now. I think it's time to look at it's almost time to look at space elevator production. I'm actually gonna finally get around to Caterium refining, Caterium transport in a little bit. I just need to kind of want to siphon off some coal, or I need some way to rig fuel into a truck station efficiently. And I don't want to have to lean on solid biofuel is still the most efficient for running it, so I might leave it partly running on that. Right, but hang on, no, you have to feed biomass burners manually, so I couldn't set it up just to run on a burner over at that end. I have to rig power to it. Ideally. In which case, there's a strong argument for just rigging a conveyor belt. Anyway, but the thing is, long conveyor belts cause performance issues, and I already have enough way of long conveyor belts here, although I'm not sure I could really improve on that distribution practically. Well, I'll throw down a truck station and then look at how to work on things from here. It's bothering me whether or not it's aligned right. I think that alignment is vaguely correct. Okay, never actually worked with the truck station before. Let's see how this goes. Well, for one, I'm probably going to pull it down and put it on a foundation. So there's a fuel input. Oh, I guess I don't think I can have a truck station configured to both load and unload. Yeah, okay, so it can only be set to load or unload mode. Right, so I can't have a truck station essentially send fuel out and bring resources back. At least not without chaining multiple truck stations together, by the look of it. So that's how it's gonna be for now, huh? I wonder what the most efficient way to rig the mining would be then. Okay, well, for now, let's get some foundations up. some thin foundations up, and just so it plonks down a bit neater. And then truck station. Okay, so it's two. Hang on, what? Two foundations wide. Can I plonk you on a foundation and have you reach out there? No, not easily. Okay. Right. Can I want to align you with this corner then. That works, except the ground is elevating you still. Right, so I do need to have... I don't think truck station... I'm second guessing myself a bunch here, but I don't think I want that to be on a... I don't think I want that to be on a foundation, even if it looks a bit awkward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Even if it looks a bit awkward, I think it's still going to be beneficial to not have it be on a foundation because of I don't want to have to. Okay, it looks a lot better placed here. Its legs are actually working. For some reason those weren't kicking in before. That was what was giving me concern, but that looks a lot better. Now make sure it's hooked up to power. Where is our nearest power pole? Over here. Can we pull a power? Can we rig power to the line up there? I think that still has a spare slot. Yep. I have a policy of not using the last slot on these though. Hang on. Do I have an... Can I make a... Yeah, I can just make this a Mark II. I have the quick wire. And truck station's rigged up. Configured for unloading. I assume this goes into fuel storage. If I had 2 truck stations, could I use it for? So I wonder. Anyway, let's actually build the tractor now. Fairly basic, but we got to start somewhere. And I do enjoy vehicles to an extent. And finally clearing my to-do list. Oh yeah, there's a craft bench attached to the back as well. That's the other thing I like about vehicles. Okay, so let's say a stack of solid fuel. Plug it into the truck station. And that all got loaded into the... Yeah, it got loaded into the tractor. I'm gonna reposition it a little bit because impulsive need to have it line up. I guess if I wanted to send fuel out, I could have two. But the thing is, in that case, I could have an unload and a load truck station at each end. But the issue then would be you can't auto-load biomass burners, so that wouldn't work anyway. So I'm left thinking to myself what the best way of setting up a remote fuel line would be. Oh, I'm still susceptible to the poison here, which is unfortunate. One moment. Can I please okay. That's better. Unfortunately that poison is not clearable, so I'm going to almost certainly want to run the Caterium down here for the truck to pick up. So that's where the truck station's gonna be. And I guess I will bow to game constraints and run the power out here manually, but not conveyor belt it back. So let's get this other truck station in position. Your legs aren't kicking in. Why are your legs not kicking in? Come on. It's worth looking good, buddy. Need you to look good. Maybe I'll lay down a foundation or two. 2 meters. Yeah, about that. Still floating. I wonder what prompts the legs not to kick in sometimes. Greetings to Mason Roundstone in the chat. Hello. Welcome to the me trying to get truck stations to look unnecessarily neat. Section of today. I really do wonder what prompts the legs to kick in. Or not. Well, I mean, truck stations are getting a visual overhaul as well, so I might leave it. For now. It has strayed a little bit from where it needs to go. Is it really gonna float like that? Oh wait, no, that got the legs to kick in. Okay, I'll take it. yeah, that's pretty much it, Mason Roundstone. Pretty much it. Gonna want to run a power line from here. Get those running all the way back. And hopefully not have the tractor collide with them. Or get blocked by them, so I should run them a little to the left. Can I reach up there with this? Yes, okay. That does hook up. And with that hooked to the main power grid, well, it means I can ride way over, I suppose. Although, actually, I'm using Blade Runners, so it doesn't send me traveling any faster necessarily. Right. It does mean I can get the mining going. So I can get a single miner Mark II operating off this probably. Does that clip into anything? Yes, it does. Okay. Does that look any better? Hang on, does that? No, I need that to not clip into anything, please. The environment is a little smelly here, that is true. Anyway, it's good to see you. I'm currently trying, just attempting to connect a well, to connect up some Caterium extraction to feed back to the main factory, pretty much. Oh, it's just a little bit too long. Too bad, that's where I want it to be. So I'll, if it's too long, I'll have to adjust it from there. Can I get that over? Yes, although it clips. So that's a no-go. Try that again. Come on. Okay, how far can I take this without it clipping? About there. Pull down the old pole. Can make this line up a bit more cleanly. Okay, that doesn't clip, that's good. Should be hooked up once again. Should be a powered truck station, and this is a loading truck station. Can I take the... Oh, it's a little difficult to take the power lines up there. That's fine. I may as well eat a few barrel nuts. Up, 2, 3... There we go. Now, should I do the smelting on site here as well, I wonder? I kind of want to do the smelting where it's more organized with foundations. So let's get this organized. As far as I'm aware, this is the only Caterium spot. What's blocking me there? This does look suspicious though, so let's break out the explosives again. Which is a line I may never tire of. Oop. Was it just blocking rock? I think it was just blocking rock. Okay, I'm out of explosives for now. That is fine. Let's get a miner Mark II going. Oh, I need modular frames, apparently. Of course it's the modular frames. Right. Modular frames, modular frames. Transportation. What am I even doing? Graph bench. That's what I'm putting down. There we go. And I need more iron rods. The iron rods I need... Okay, I will need to make more modular frames and come back out here. I will, however... hopefully be able to plot the driving route. I think I'll be able to increase the throughput of my mining upstairs as well. My coal mining. Top up my storage of reinforced plate and rotors. Just get the line moving a little bit briefly. Was I doing anything in the... Yes, okay. Expanded tool belt. I now have an extra tool slot. Fantastic. What do I want to put in there? Well, nothing for now. Now, I needed modular frames. So, let's grab a bunch of iron ingots. And make some modular frames. Oh right, I need to... Okay, let's grab a bunch of iron rods. Somewhere here, that'll do. Let's fill up 2 stacks of those, because I do use those for construction in the field as well. And, oop, wrong bench, there we go. And I need at least 10 modular frames. 2, and 2. There we go. more in storage for now. Right, I was about to double check at the MAM if there was anything else I could queue up. Don't have the quartz for that yet. I can probably queue up some other stuff easily enough. But I don't really need power switches right now. I may as well get the rebar gun done. Okay, have the modular frames to actually get the miner Mark II going now. Let's head back out. I think this should be a workable driving route for the tractor to drive. And up here. Okay. Miner Mark II. Go. Point it towards the existing conveyor, please. Boop. So, pumping out 240 Caterium ore a minute. Conveyor Mark IIIs can transport 270, so we can just about handle the output from that. I would really prefer that not to be clipping into the rock. Let's ride the conveyor down. I forget if conveyor speed actually affects the push, the rate at which they push you here. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And where is the truck station input? There it is. Conveyor belt is too steep. Well, it's time for a conveyor lift. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I may as well make the conveyor lift about level with us here. Okay, I was worried about the way the turn looked. In fact, I still don't quite like the way that turn looks. Let's dismantle these. Make a conveyor hole that sits kind of facing that, so that the turn looks good. The actual connection to the elevator. And well, I can get zooming. Why is there a break in the line here? I wonder. I'm not a huge fan of how that looks. I guess it works. It's an interesting visual artifact. I guess it works. Okay, power hookup time. Let's run the power line. Just all the way up. Actually, can I run it? I doubt I can run it directly up, but let's check. This is the furthest out I can get a power pole. Can I run a power line directly there? No, it's just a bit short. Okay. I'll run it down here and then connect it in then. Let's head upstairs. A bit awkward for the jumping. And hook up the miner. Max consumption 5. Okay, production does cover, or capacity rather, does cover the consumption, even excluding the biomass burners. I'm actually probably going to disconnect those biomass burners so that I don't accidentally end up running on high biomass capacity. I think that's a reasonable idea. Also frees up more solid fuel for this assembly. Okay, time to set up the truck route. So I guess I'm starting it from this truck station. So start recording. Hopefully this is a workable route. I'm going to be very sad if it is not. And finished recording. Now, do I need to record the route back as well? I wonder. Let's see. Go to enable autopilot. So does it follow its own... No, okay, I need to record the path back. Disable the autopilot. I also need to remember what my brake button was. Excuse me for a minute. It is, man. Okay. I guess I'm recording a new path. Vroom vroom. That's the recording done. Let's do the autopilot. Does it work when I'm not... while I'm sitting in it, I wonder. I guess I have to get out, I assume. Come on, tractor. I assume I'm gonna delete that wait node and it should link up fine. So 3 seconds is a long enough wait, I think. Could be wrong. Where is the vehicle, actually? I think that may be a good question. Oh, okay, it's further along than I thought. Okay. Wait time is set. Let's head down the other way and see if the wait time is long enough. I mean, it seems to work. It seems to be working. Alright, we've got Caterium flow. I am actually kind of delighted to have the little tractor working. That's kind of cool. And solid throughput distance. I might even want to change how I have the, I mean, I'll still need the giant vertical conveyor set up, I think, but I might wanna change how I have that rigged. Yeah, vehicle pathing, it's working. Woo! Tractor, go! That was so much more satisfying than I expected. It's actually really cute. I see our friend just sliding down there. Oop, I did not mean to jump off that, but... Alright. Now, what else am I gonna do? I'm actually going to power down. I'm actually gonna dismantle all of this biofuel assembly. Ultimately, I'm just gonna do it manually if I need to. I also need a better... I am also going to pull down the space elevator feed belts for now as well. And that'll make some room for the Caterium smelting. Currently, we need to smelt 240 Caterium a minute. Need to remember that number. Technically, there's gonna be some backed up from the truck running through, but benefits. Okay, how many? Right, let's get a smelter going. Smelter SME. We're gonna take input from out there. Leave enough room. I'll just align it with this foundation here. Doop. Yeah, that'll do. If I configure you for Caterium, you need 45 Caterium ore a minute. 45 divided by I don't think 240 divides neatly with 45, huh? So that's 45, 90, that takes it to 180, 180, 225, and 270. So basically you'll underclock one of the smelters. Oh, well, it'll self underclock as necessary. In fact, I think I'm gonna cancel the overclock on the underclock on the. I don't know. Underclocking actually makes the underclocking deliberately actually does make them more power efficient, and I don't need to process. I don't have a urgent need to process backlog or anything like that. So 225, and this one needs to process 225 Caterium ore turns into 40. This one just needs to do 15, so 5. Yeah, that takes 230, 240. Yeah, that should process 240 Caterium ingots a minute, producing a third of that in. Well, but 240 Caterium ore a minute, producing a third of that in Caterium ingots. Third of that in Caterium ingots is 240 divided by 3 is brain. My head math is not working today. 80 words. There we go. I think I can pull down this smelter and connect it at the other end. I've got room, right? And I can still make it past? Yeah. Okay. I think it's time I made this a power pole Mark II and made you a power pole Mark II. That means you can connect 1 and 2 more smelters. You'll clip for that one, unfortunately. You can connect 1. Oh, you can't connect them without clipping, okay. 2 smelters. Alright. Power pole Mark 1 it is. Over here. I wish I wasn't so concerned about power cables clipping. That would make my life significantly easier. This one needs to be one more step to the right. Okay, these are all powered. Configured for Caterium ingots. Caterium ingots. Caterium ingots. Caterium ingots. Caterium ingots. And Caterium ingots at 1/3 of production rate. shouldn't have to worry about my quick wire production too much, quick wire usage for too much longer now that I will soon be actually making a good amount of quick wire. Okay, this needs to be one step to the left. Power pole Mark II, step to the left. How exactly was this rigged up? Oh, 2, 3. Right, I had that wired down to you. I'm actually gonna disconnect these power lines and shut down these biomass burners. I may as well leave them switched on. That's gonna make a difference. Disconnect this power, pull down that power pole now, make it look a bit neater. Okay, connected there, and also to those two. Anywhere else need power that I'm obviously missing? Not yet. Not so far at least. This is... Okay, that's not clipping, it actually is elevated enough that it's not clipping through where I was worried it would be, so that's good. 1, 2... This one needs to be one step to the left. I really wish I didn't worry about this. It really would make my life easier. There we go. Hopefully it lets me know if there are issues with the truck. Let me just put in some more solid biofuel for it. Hey truck. Oh, the truck's burning through that pretty quickly. Okay. Alright, well, this will be a simple manifold array. Building a splitter. Input on that side. Input on that side. Let me sit here, please. Okay, so each of these will be processing 45 a minute. That's handleable by a Mark 1. 6. So at the rate coming into here, it's still going to be 240. Siphon off 45. Still gonna need a Mark III. Like it's gonna be 195 coming out here. Then 150 coming out here. And this will finally drop it below 120. Sorry, 150 minus 45 is 105 going here. And then another 45 off that. 105 to 100. 60. 105 down to 60, which is by a Mark 1. I could just Mark 3 all of this, but I take a weird amount of pleasure in sort it out. And then 15. Then through there. Right, let's rig the output. Gonna need a Mark III all the way from the truck station to the input line here. Here comes the Caterium. There we go. Truck station. We finally have Caterium flow going. Let's put another ramp over here. Another few ramps. At some point I'm going to want to figure out how I'm going to efficiently turn that into quick wire. But for now, let's finish the rebar gun research. And where was the... was it? Under, yeah, alien organisms. And I guess I may as well research 3x ammunition. It's done. And I need a few other things for the next bit of research. Oh, I mean, the having some employees around is just playing this in co-op, Novillian. That's where... if you want that experience. It is really fun in co-op for what it's worth as well. Okay, let's store all this smart plating away. Those things, wood, leaves, biomass, and all but one stack of the solid biofuel that I'm currently using. It does feel a little empty sometimes. I guess I can get that. Okay, it would be nice to hook this up for quick wire production, but for now my priority I think is well, going to be convincing this cat to leave to not sit on my keyboard. There we go. And I'm going to actually want to divert some coal from this line. Let's double check. What's the actual coal requirement for our steel smelting right now? I believe we're smelting, yeah, 30 per minute, 120, 1, 2, 3. Is that 4 smelters? Am I running 4 smelters? No, I'm running 3 smelters, aren't I? Oh right, 45, 45, 45, 30. Yeah, that's what's going on. Maybe I should adjust that to be more balanced. I think it's probably alright. 45, 45, 30. So 120 coal a minute. I can afford to... So if I can up the throughput... If I can... I'm going to replace this coal line with a Mark III coal line, and then siphon some off to feed to the truck station. That way the truck's not going to run out of solid biofuel. And at some point with the extra coal, I'm probably gonna... I might end up truck stationing, like using a truck to run materials over from this point, maybe? Over to the factory, rather than having it conveyed all the way. For performance reasons. and also because trucks are fun, I am finding. Also now, I really should take the hypertube up. I really should not be taking that full damage. And we'll see about hooking things together. Whoop! Nyum. There are automated carts, trains, and drones and things that you can eventually get. That's what I'm going to be leaning on for companionship. And boop. Okay. So this is currently a Miner Mark 1 pumping out 120 coal a minute. I am going to... do I still have an equipment workshop down here? No, I do not. Equipment workshop, please. Make me a portable miner. I'm gonna need more modular frames, aren't I? Miner Mark 2. Yeah. You know what, I'm just gonna... let's see. Can I make the modular frames on the spot? Yes, I can. Let's just assemble them here. And while I could place over to build the Miner Mark II, I'm probably just going to, it's gonna put a portable miner in my inventory. So I'm probably just going to pull down the miner explicitly, and then place a Miner Mark II down. Ah, that causes convenience issues though. Ah well, so be it. Let's try that again. I think it's for remember the orientation. Power lines connected up. Pull down the equipment workshop again. And... right, conveyor belt Mark 3s. I'm going to need to ferry out this 240 coal a minute. And I'm going to need more steel beams for the rest. A fair few more steel beams. Time to get on it. Okay, the Blade Runners don't quite cover that much full damage. To the steel place, which somewhat ironically is the place which is what I need the coal for as well. Okay, let's get 2 stacks of steel beams out. Oh, and fill up my encased steel beam storage as well, and steel pipes. Okay, now let's fill in the fill it in from this side. I can actually put a splitter in. Yeah, we only need the original 120 for now. So I can apply a splitter there. And there's going to be another 120 coming out this way. Mark 2, please. I don't think that's perfectly aligned, but it'll do. It'll do. There. We can point it to the edge here. Right into the truck station. They've got 120 coal a minute going through. Now, I think this is going to run into a problem with the truck running, not being able to be filled up because its slot is taken up with solid fuel. So I'm actually going to yank the solid fuel out of this, and next time the truck comes by I'm going to yank the solid fuel out of the truck. So just so that the truck doesn't run out of fuel and get stuck halfway on its route before it gets refilled. A simple workaround to avoid that possibility happening would be to have multiple fuel slots on a thing. I suppose that might get a bit awkward though. Ooh, there's the truck. There we go, it's partly filled with coal. That works. Oh, I can still yank the stuff from it. Cool. That works. Now I just need to hook the rest of this up with Mark 3s. Everything up to that point needs to be a Mark 3. Feeding in. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. I think ultimately I'm going to need trains online before I fix up this part of this particular array and to not rely on conveyors. Let me up. Why wasn't I going up there? Like, what stops me from going up there, I wonder? I don't know, but I will say, being pushed down a conveyor belt is a little bothersome for this. Okay, let's go, let's go. I think that's all Mercury's. I really do appreciate the visual upgrades to conveyors as they get faster and faster. It's very stylish. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the Mark III connection is established. We're able to fully utilize the coal output. Of that miner and deliver it down here. Excellent. Oh yeah, thinking about trains, the fact that they're electric is a big help. Is a big help to the fact that they're electric is a big help to the whole system as well. Of using them for long distance transport. Okay, split off 120. Although we're not actually gonna really use 120. In fact, I'm going to replace this whole thing with Mark 1 conveyor belts because I doubt the truck will need more than 60 units of coal a minute. And that'll free up. Technically, that frees up extra coal. Maximum of 60 comes off. I think that frees up extra coal if we wanted to smelt even more steel. Which actually, I recall I do want to soonish. For now, though, it's good that that's in working order. Put away a few more stacks of solid biofuel, and I need to. Now I can do something with the Caterium again. Now that the truck station setup is basically fully automated, which is a good place for it to be in. Actually, I did want to check. Okay, let's go ahead and I'm gonna make 25 stators, I believe it is. Yeah, let's make 25 of those. Just to get that research going. Okay, 10 stators and climbing. Come on. And I'll get there eventually. I will need to automate this at some point, I suppose. Just 25 of them. I also need to set up some assemblers up a quick wire. But let's quickly just get this queued up. This is an intermediate research step, and I can get the nutritional inhaler. What inhaler blueprints do I have? A nutritional inhaler, pale berry, bacon, mycelia, barrel nut, and the one from mycelia and alien organs. So what's different about this version? What exactly am I researching here? Oh, not there. Well, let's plug these in and find out. Go, go, go. Nutrients. May as well finish off this research tree. Okay. New inhalers. Medicinal inhale. Oh, okay. It 1, 2, 3, and mycelia. 1, 3, and 6. Okay, it eliminates the need for mycelia, which is good. That means I can save the mycelia for the other inhaler recipe. And a few other things need mycelia, so that's handy. Right. Now, quick wire production. Constructor. Can I fit one? I could fit one here, but it would clip a bunch. Okay. Maybe it is time... Maybe it's time to verticalize. Let's see now. 8x1 foundation. I can make this look neater in the future. Right now I need it to be functional and not clip through things, which I guess qualifies as neatness to an extent. Let's see. Make sure we have enough room for a splitter and constructor. What do we... How many constructors are we gonna need for this? Quick wire... 12 Caterium ingots a minute produces 60 quick wire a minute. That I'm not gonna need more quick wire than that right now, so hello kitty. Please stop knocking stuff off my desk. Okay. Right, cat wrangling has been done for now. So we'll rig a splitter here. Kitties. Conveyor Mark 1 should be fine to feed that with. And we are bringing up from down here. How much between all of these machines? 240 divided by 3. Let's get some mergers going. 240 divided by 3 is 80, I believe. Gonna be bringing in. This needs to be a bit further out. Come on, there we go. Make sure you don't clip into the thing. But yeah, 80 Caterium ingots a minute. So this merger at the end here is going to feed right there. Okay, each of these will be producing 15 a minute, easily handled by a Mark 1. Let's get the output going. You know what? If I don't need the Caterium for anything at the moment, I might go full quick wire production. I have the power capacity for it. So, alright, 15 from each machine, and then 5 from last. Okay, so 15, 30, now here, 45, 60, out here. This needs Mark II now. 75, and it's 80 coming out here. So now let's get a I am going to need a conveyor lift. I'll put those on 6. Conveyor lift Mark II. And I am going to have to hope that's lined up correctly. I don't think it is. I can just walk around while holding the conveyor lift, can't I? I believe I can. Okay, it's going to have to wind a little bit, but it should be fine. We've got 80 Caterium ingots a minute coming in through here. What is 80 divided by 12? Lowest comment. Okay, so I can process 72 of those with 6 of these, I think. So that's going to be 12. 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, and then 72. But we are going to be cutting into our space here. A little bit. I'm so glad this does not clip. I may as well clean up this conveyor so that we have more room to work. And hello, Black Opal Dragon and company. Greetings, greetings. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you, folks. How you doing, Opal? I hope your Witcher shenanigans are going well. Especially if more romance is involved. Okay, I should, I'll lay down the conveyor belts because that's less flexible, and then I'll get the power here rolling. And yeah, Opal, Belle, everyone. You're welcome. Belle's awake this time. To snark at your romance attempts, as siblings do. Or, I'm gonna guess that's what was happening. But yeah, it's good to see you folks. Once again, hope the stream went well. Welcome, I am just, finally rigging up Caterium output. Now that I got a truck up and running. Maybe we'll be able to see it passing by. Yeah, you can see the truck in the distance. Up and running, delivering Caterium from one of my mining points. It was actually quite satisfying getting that operational. Not much romance, just murder? Well, that's just as good. Or dare I say, better. Okay, I want to pull down this power pole. Can I make power pole further out? Yeah, I can. Get that hooked up again to that power line and get up to the power pole over there. That means I am going to want to send these foundations. Can I walk under this cleanly? Nope, that's not the foundation I wanted to build. I am going to build the... I'll start building out there. That way we've got room for power poles. Okay, gonna want to make this one a power pole Mark II, although I don't have the quick wire to do so at the moment. Quick wire? Well, actually, because of clipping issues. No, actually, the elevation will help. The elevation will help deal with the clipping. So let me just go and... Do I have any Caterium ingots sitting in my inventory? Not right now, but I can get some. Yoink! Quickly go make some quick wire. I could put down a bench here. Figure like 50 quick wire should be fine to do what I need to do. It ended, so the stream ended, Opal, with you rescuing a guy from a statue, and not yet finding the owl person. It's never illegal to be an owl. Owls are innocent. I guess that is true enough. Okay. 1 powered. 2 powered. 3 powered. 4 powered. And let's build a power line over to here. I think we've got a friend of ours wandering around downstairs. Can I make it a power pole Mark II? Oh, I can't, but I have to... Absolutely. Okay. And connect that there. And got room for more connections if we need them. Well, wherever our friend is, they're close. Do they get stuck in something? You may have got... Okay. Yeah, that's a bit... Hi! Good to see you. You may move. And I appreciate the owl discourse going on there. Okay, we've got 1 quick wire machine working. And connect up the rest. Oh, I did connect up the rest. Kind of. Okay, so we've got 80 coming off here. And that subtracts 12, 70, 60, 68. That still needs a Mark II. And then after that, everything's handleable by a Mark I. 60. That's 68 being fed through, and actually I'll do it. Might even do it from this end. So we've got 12 coming in here. Mark 1, 24. We just hook up those conveyors. 24 coming in here. It's easily a Mark 1 as well. 36. Mark 1 supports that. 36 and 48 within Mark 1 boundaries. And this goes up to 60. Okay, we might need a Mark II, like because I'm only processing 72. I'm not going to draw at a Mark II rate, not unless I add more throughput in the future. So that's doable with a Mark I. Let's just set these all to quick wire. And get this whole thing flowing. I'm going to have a lot of quick wire apparently. gonna happen. Sorry, bud. I hope you can get out of there at some point. But I don't know a way to help you. Just keep working on the bit of verticality here. So I guess I'll have all the output, to avoid colliding with this, I'll just have all the output merge out at the other end. Merger pointing to the right, please. Opal says, instead of finding the owl person, I murdered a bunch of guys who didn't believe my clearly fantastic lie that I didn't find any evidence of her whereabouts. Sounds like a good time. Sounds like a great time, in fact. Glad you had fun. Okay, 6 machines. 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, this is more quick wire output. This is more quick wire output than one conveyor can handle, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh boy. Okay. Let's see here. So we're producing 60 quick wire a minute. Oh wait. This one gets turned down. Wait, no. I'm working all the machines at full capacity. 60 quick wire a minute. Conveyor out. Conveyor out. Conveyor out. 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 And out. So this is 60. This is 120. This is 180. 60, 120, 180. It's a Mach 3. And this coming out here is 240. It's kind of the maximum we're able to bear in a Mach 3 at once. I might need to do 2 smart splitters here eventually. I mean, come to think of it, a plain splitter, if you're not... A smart splitter is only necessary here, and for anything here, a baseline splitter works fine, doesn't it? I'm just gonna make this a baseline splitter. Hello, kitty. Please, once again, do not knock stuff off my desk. It's very invested in what's going on here. Okay, I'm gonna pull down this smart splitter and just make a plain splitter. Is that actually hooked up? I'm gonna need to break down the conveyor connections. It's Mach 1. Mach 1, Mach 1. Okay. Sometimes it's a bit awkward placing splitters, but plain splitter, because all it needs to do, it doesn't have to perfectly fill the container. It just needs to dump some stuff into the container, and some stuff into overflow, and then when the container gets full, everything will go into overflow. So I actually was the one place I needed a smart splitter was here because I wanted as much throughput going into that line as possible. I think that works out fine. Coincidentally, this container is actually full, finally. And yes, such is Cat. I can probably do something similar over here. This does not need to be a smart splitter. Okay, so conveyor Mark II, conveyor Mark II, and conveyor Mark II. And I can replace that with a plane splitter. It just needs to put some stuff in the container, and then once the container's full... Oh, it just needs to put some stuff into the container, and once the container's full, everything into overflow. So a plane splitter does that just fine. Mark II is hooked up. So 120 coming in here, and it eventually feeding either way. Although it does cause some very interesting artifacting when trying to put stuff into combined storage. You know what? Yeah, combined storage is fine, but I think the mixed storage feed is not ideal. So what might be better here is to not merge these at this point. Not merge these at this point. Pull down this merger. To actually have a plane splitter array. Right, so this is gonna feed directly down here. Is that a Mark 1 I have there? I guess it is. Yeah, okay. Mark 1 conveyor does this just fine then. And I can actually use those connections up there, up top, to feed stuff in where I need it as well. Although ideally it would be a split feed. So that neither cable nor copper sheet could result in the system backing up. Yeah, this is all starting to get more complex than I would strictly like. Honestly, I'm probably just going to throw down another storage container. Let's do that. And what are we producing the most of? So that storage container over there is going to be... Actually, let's pull this down. Put the storage container on the other side. This one's going to be specifically for wire, which I use a bit more of than the others. Um, this one is going to be for the others. In fact, let me just start transferring the other bits and bobs over. Cable sheets. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, and what I'll do at this point is I can actually afford to keep the merger here. It doesn't break the setup. My setup is just going to be a little eccentric, which I'm sure will be fine. So we've got a splitter here. I'm gonna need all three directions of the splitter available though. I'm also gonna need cable apparently. Okay, conveyor splitter with all three outputs open. Break down that conveyor belt. Yeah, it batches things and it does make things look neater. And I mean, it makes arranging things neater, even though it requires me to brain the output here. And I'll just do a three-way split where some stuff goes there. Some stuff feeds up here. Is that one level too? Yeah, it's one level too high. So just one floor up there. So because of the way the splitter works, it's going to evenly it's going to mix up enough of these that no one point should be backed up. Although then, if I take the output a third way, I do wonder if that holds true. So then it is going to alternate between what each side feeds. So it will become possible for each side to be feeding one. Conundrums. Problem is that then I will need to rig a splitter off each one. You know what? I'll cut the third output. Cut the third output, we'll rig a splitter off each one. Splitters aren't expensive, that's just the way it's gonna have to be. So input on the right. Stack another one, input on the right. The one in the middle. Okay, conveyor mark 1's feeding into the containers. Conveyor mark 1 feeding into conveyor mark 1 feeding into you. 30 a minute on each of these. It's starting to alternate now. That's not what I hope. Okay, it's cleaning up. I'm kind of relying on on implementation details here, which I don't like, but it works. And I don't see any reason for these implementation details necessarily to change. Okay, and then we just have to do a three-way merge of all of this, of all of the excess of those, to feed to a three-way merge for the excess of those to feed to the sink. So we've got at a maximum of 120 coming in. Right. Be a merger. Let's stack one on top here. I'm gonna need all sides of the merge accessible. Okay, it can be pointing out the back there. I wonder if there's like a cosmetic. I guess you could put them in just for the cosmetic value of a stacking pillar. I wonder if that's why it defaults to that. Yeah, I'm gonna just put them in there so the tower makes sense, even though they're not strictly necessary. And only the ones at intervals actually function. I guess I could use them to pass through bits and bobs if I ever need to. Okay, first order of business, at a maximum of 30 a minute. That's not right. Let's fix the elevation on that. Maximum of 30 a minute, hooking it up to that merger. I think that connects innately. This at a maximum of 60 a minute, up to the merger. 2, 3. Not quite. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's level with that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. That makes sense that it would be an even number. So the overflow is rigged for that container. And finally I need to figure out the overflow from the bottom. I need cables. I need at least 2 out, and then I'm gonna max at 30 a minute as well. One, 2, 3, 4, and turn it that way. Feed it in there. And the output of this merger should be should have a maximum rate of 120 a minute, so handleable by a Mark II, and should be right for feeding into a sink. 2, 3. Dang it! I need let me get a stackable conveyor pole to neaten that up. Oh, that was the button I meant to hit. There we go. Mark II, please. Still not neat as I would like, but I'll take it. And no risk of that backing up. because it's a sink. Okay. Fixed up the overflow setups. They now rely much less on they now rely. I now have more storage space. They now rely much less on smart splitters, and they do not require. But they shouldn't back up because of just because of occasional different alternating states. And the whole reason I was thinking about that was for the quick wire setup here. Okay, so I'm going to want an industrial storage container at the end output end here. I am going to need some steel pipes. Actually, I should make sure I have some copper sheets and cables on me as well. Let's fill in the foundations here so I can walk around. Cool, I've got copper wire. Got cables. I've got some copper sheets. And let's get the I wonder if this would look neater with a conveyor pull under it. Okay, how about on either end of it? Does this get in too close? Yeah, that gets in too close. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There it is. Okay. I think that looks pretty comfortable. I should go retrieve some steel pipes. Apparently been burning through them. And steel beams. And potentially encased industrial beams. Okay, I have plenty of those. How have the truck deliveries been going? Steady by the look of it. Yeah, there comes the truck again. I'll need these things to full fire up again shortly. That in a bit. Ladder time first. Hi, truck. Or tractor. One of these days, I might get that to align correctly. Right, industrial storage. Facing the other way. Let's pull down this merger. Have the merger facing that way. And make sure there's enough room for a splitter. And move the storage container. The other way. Ready the quick wire storage. Okay, 240 quick wire a minute coming out here. I figure if I'm building a storage or something, I may as well get the overflow for it rigged up as well. Otherwise, I normally wouldn't bother immediately with overflow. Okay, this is 60, going up to 120. Mark 2. Maximum throughput here of 120. Going into storage there. Want to make sure that looks very similar. Okay, maximum throughput there of 240. That needs a Mark 3 to handle. And let's build a stackable conveyor pole somewhere around here. Should do it. Mark 3 conveyor belt. Wire that in. Get that connected from this output. One, two, 3, 4. Wait, no, just the 1, 2 this time. 1, 2. And that should connect evenly enough to there. Oh! Okay, you don't actually even need the 1, 2. And that should be everything flowing in very rapidly to quick-wire storage. Now, we have a maximum of 200 240 plus 120. We have more. Thing is, we have more potential. I actually need 2 awesome sinks here. So that's gonna be a thing. We do. I feel weird calling them awesome sinks, even though that's in their name. I might just end up calling them sinks. But yeah, that's 1. We're really embracing the verticality here. And that's 2. And where are the power hookups? Wait, is that not going, or? Wait, where are these? I just took them to each other. I just took them to each other. Right, and you can't actually. Daisy chaining does not work here. Okay. Well, I want some foundations here. Can't fit them in there. makes walking back here a little awkward. Alright. Comes through the building a little bit, so let's build a power line over there, if I can remember the location. And over here. Power pole mark 1. Power pole. Okay, these sinks are now online. I can rig the Mark II output to this sink. The full potential conveyor Mark III output. Go to this one. Let me try and line that up correctly. One, two. I think there should be space. Looks correct. Let's get the elevator built. Conveyor lift. Does that have clearance? Yes, that has clearance. Okay, sinks are now working. And I have quick wire reserves. All in all, pretty successful, I think. Now have Caterium input and production. Fantastic. And I am pushing the limits of my power capacity. So now is the time to start thinking about getting another generator array laid down. But that, I think, is going to be a project for the future. I'm pretty satisfied with the progress made fiddling around today. Vehicle automation is a delight, and I'm definitely looking forward to the improvements to it coming in Update 5. Ah, hey Shadow! Good to see you. I guess you're hearing my different voice. But I hope you had a good time, Shadow. Do I have any Caterium ingots I need to drop off? No, okay. I was just wrapping up, but it's definitely good to see you, Shadow. Thanks for coming by. Alright, well that is going to be it for today's Satisfactory stream. And yeah, no worries, Shadow. It's been good having you regardless. Thank you. Okay, let me just fumble through my wrap up here, and see if there's anyone I can send you folks along too. Let's see here. While I am rambling about that, I should also mention my usual stuff. If I can remember it. Yes, right. I'll be streaming again the coming week, starting on Wednesday, the 22nd at 0200 UTC. I have a bit of a Tomb King's disaster campaign going on in Total War Warhammer 2, so that's gonna be an interesting time. If that sounds like your cup of tea, do come by. It's Wednesday the 22nd, about the same time. I will probably be tossing you folks along to Urukia, who's currently towards the tail end, I believe, of a 24-hour stream. So maybe we can wake him up a bit. Currently playing the Surge, or the Surge 2, apparently. And yeah, well, that's the plan. You can see my stream schedule down below or on my about page. You can follow me right here on Twitch. You can follow me at Dubious Physics on Twitter. Or I also have a Discord. I'll drop the link to that now. And that's all the self-promotion I got. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I really appreciate it. Do remember to take care of yourselves. You are absolutely worth it, and I hope to see you folks in the future. This is Dubious Physics, signing off.